Cage Minds, Micah Frankel at Fit NHB alongside the Atombomb, Jayme Hinshaw ahead of Bare Knuckle's biggest event of the year. It's Knucklemania 3, February 17th here in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the Tingley Coliseum. Ma'am, I thank you for the time. And first off, how's camp going?
Tiring.
Tiring? But I'm sure there's some more details about the camp.
It's going great. Like, I'm doing all that I can do, you know what I mean? So that I don't gas it there and fight nights, but it's taking its toll.
Is the training for the second Bare Knuckle camp still reminiscent, I guess, when you were training for some of your amateur boxing experiences? Like, is that the focus?
More or less, yes. Just working more or less on my footwork, cardio, and my striking. But yeah, so just doing that and working, just in the ring.
The debut was a blistering 78 seconds. So when you look back at the footage, is there a lot to go off for you to say, I feel like I need to improve here or there? Or is there just a lot of satisfaction with rewatching your handiwork?
I guess everyone always sees their fight and they criticize it, right? Right away, I rewatched it and I was criticizing it. Yeah, I went out there and I wanted to give the girl some brain damage, and I think I did it, but I did it very sloppily. Just know that that's not going to be the same Jayme that you guys see February 17th.
I talked to you right after the fight. We're back there in the hallway, and still a blur probably, the adrenaline rush and everything. Do you look back on that fight, and you said it was sloppy, but is there a satisfaction with getting that first round finish that you had in mind?
I kind of wanted to go out there and do it the way that she said she was going to do to me, so I guess, yeah, there was some kind of satisfaction with that.
For this second fight, we see you going up. That fight, the first time at BKFC 28, the first ever women's atomweight fight in the promotion's history. We now see you going up to 115. Was that the plan all along, or just recognizing that's where they have a champion, so that's where you should shoot your shot? I
was trying to stay at 105, but there's not much opportunities, especially in BKFC 105, so they came at me at 115, so it's what I signed up for.
They're returning here to your backyard, and you're on the biggest card of the year. So when you find out it's Knucklemania and that there's this many names and this much promotion going into the card, what kind of thoughts hit you?
Not much, just going on there and performing, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to put no pressure on myself because of all the big names. Like, that don't really matter to me. My job is to go in there and kick some ass, and that's what I'm there to do, and that's what I'm gonna do.
This is a huge crowd that you're gonna be competing in front of, but you're able to go back to that experience. You've been to Japan. It's one of the biggest cards of that year. I believe Bellator and Ryzen threw the card together. How much can you rely on that experience going into what's one of the biggest fights locally that we've ever had?
Yeah, you're right. In Japan, that one was the biggest stage, the biggest crowd that I've ever fought for. It was an honor, but honestly, whenever I go out there and they tell me, it's ready to go fight, there's a different switch that, like, comes over me, and I'm just like a different person. I do not, like, really... The crowd doesn't matter to me, which is kind of weird, but yeah, I kind of tune them out.
As you've been grinding during this camp, have you felt like there's one area that you're like, man, I'm really leveling up?
I see myself improving day by day, week by week, just in my confidence, in my cardio, and my striking, everything. I see the progress.
Charisa Sigala is going to be the opponent. Her 6th fight in BKFC. Is there a need, you think, to worry about that experience advantage because she's been in there so many times?
No. A fight's a fight, you know what I mean? Just because she has a little bit more experience in the BKFC ring doesn't mean nothing to me. Not intimidating, not one bit.
Specifically going up in weight, had there been any adjustments then to your strength and conditioning program?
We are looking to put on some more muscle, but with that you have to do more cardio as well. So putting all that into consideration, my eating habits aren't really different from what I would do for 105. My weight's pretty low, but like I feel comfortable and strong at the weight I am at right now, so I'm good.
BKFC 28, it's a blistering place right out the gate, but there's a little bit of trash talk, a little bit of bad blood. We knew that you two were going to get after it. Do you see this fight being more methodical, more technical?
Yes. I haven't heard her say nothing yet. No ill words towards me, so I guess we won't have that. But yes, it's going to be a lot more technical, I believe, and yeah, I'm ready to put on a performance, so yeah.
I'm sure that you dove into Charisa's game kind of expecting the fight to look like.
Really, I just think that she's going to go out there and she's going to give it her all. She has heart. That's one thing that she does have, and she'll continue to come forward. I respect that about her, but at the end of the day, I think that I could weather her storm and come out on the winning end.
Do you feel like Bare Knuckle, does that test your toughness in a different way than the other combat sports, or is it all kind of the same gut-wrenching kind of challenge?
I believe it tests kind of your toughness. There's a lot of people that are willing to do a boxing fight or MMA, but they don't have the balls to step there and do bare knuckle. So yeah.
You've done boxing, you've done MMA. Was BKFC a different experience?
Yes, very different. But like I said, with my first one, it was more like a street fight for me, honestly. You could see in the pictures and the footage all that rage. But this one, I think I'm going to be more calm and collected, and yeah, like I said, it's totally different than a street fight because you still have a little bit more technique and the people know how to hit.
February 17th. I know you don't want to give us the game plan, but what do you feel are some keys that you can share with us to your hand getting raised?
I think my speed and power are going to work to my advantage, and just my toughness. You know, we both have some heart. Let's see which one has a bigger one.
Thank you for the time, ma'am.
Thank you.